Well, good morning, everybody. I haven't posted anything for a while because I've been waiting on my good friend Armando to finish doing his project so I can show you guys. So I'm gonna turn this around so you guys don't have to look at my beautiful face. Here we go. You see, this is the framing work. Now, a framer has to install his own windows. I'm sorry, let me see. I don't know if I'm doing this right. He installs his own windows, okay? Everything is per plan. You see this right here? This is silicone. It gets siliconed all the way around. Back in the day, they didn't do that, but now it's required. You know, this is what you call egress ingress. The windows have to be big enough and low enough to where let me see. I'm very bad at this. Big enough and low enough to where you can go in and out in case of the horrible things that we don't want to talk about, right? Remember I told you about the plumbers installing things within the walls? Look, that's where it's at. So obviously that's a toilet right there. And this is just the plumbing that, water is going to go to wherever it's going to leach to. Now, if you look around, you see this? This all passes inspection. You see, it's just all lumber. Lumber, windows. The plywood on the roof is shot down. The walls. Remember I said, this is all you need. Whatever the plan says. See on the corners? That's what the plan said. That's all it needs. You see how it doesn't have anything here? But whoop, it has something over here in the middle. You see that? And then we go back to the corners and whoop. That's not a carpenter just deciding to put it randomly. It's all on your plans. You see that? But you get to envelope it if you want to get, as a theory, maybe you might get less cracks on the, stucco, depending on what kind of application you're going to use. You see that? That's what you call a header, okay? And that's holding up the weight of the roof. You see, so this is a bearing wall. You see these down here, these are called hold downs. Hold downs. Now your concrete guy, they're usually pretty good. They know exactly where they're gonna go. But sometimes they might miss. Sometimes they might miss, or depending where you're gonna have a crack on your wall. Like for example, these guys did a pretty good job, so it's kind of hard to see where they miss. Normally it's gonna be where the break is at, but those are pins. The walls on the inside, they get pinned. You see the pin right there? Those are pins. Make sure everything is right. I can't believe these guys. They did a pretty good job. See, this is an end. This is where a door's at. This is an end. And you see they have one right there. You have to be within 12 inches of each break or end. Trying to find a redhead, but I can't find any, so. Well, good. You got some good people that did this. No redheads anywhere. I'll get more intact on you guys on how to do these applications. That's called an H25, and what that's doing is holding the truss to the lumber, okay? Okay, so like I said, notice there's no plumbing activity, electrical activity, air conditioning activity. There's none of that going on right now. The number one person, that's a level right there. The number one person that he's going to call first is going to be the air conditioning, the HVAC, because he's going to run all of his ductwork, everything through all these trusses. Okay? And now the reason being is, if you run electrical or plumbing, you start penetrating and running things throughout the house, the AC guy is going to have a lot of problems getting in there because he's got to make sure that every room has its proper vent, make sure that everything is in there. Now, the electrician and the plumber, they can work around him. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Ooh, you see those two nails over there? I don't know if you can see them. I'm so blind. You can see them. Those are shiners. But I'm pretty sure he already went back and re-nailed it, Shiners are like when nails when they don't hit. I'll get more in touch after everybody comes in here. But this is the first phase of your framing. After your concrete, you do your framing, okay? I'm just gonna find out how I'm gonna download this to my computer, but well, anyways, you guys have a great day. This is me signing off, and I'll give you guys some more reports.